My best friend started predicting the future and it saved my life, then it ruined it. It began 2 months ago, a text from Maya out of the blue. Don't get the ice loaded today. The machine's dairy line is contaminated. I am a creature of habit, so I was already in line. I switched to black coffee and an hour later a coworker who got a latte was sprinting to the bathroom. I laughed it off as a lucky guess, but it kept happening. A pigeon will poop on you if you walk through the park at lunch. That guy from Hinge, he's still living with his ex. She was never wrong. Maya, my friend of 15 years, the girl who needed a peer-reviewed study to believe water is wet, had somehow become psychic. When I confronted her, she was evasive, just saying she had a new system for figuring things out, and that I should trust her. Her system saved me from a fender bender, a horrible boss, and a landlord who was illegally entering apartments. It was weird, but it was also great. I felt like I had a guardian angel, a very specific, very accurate guardian angel. The anxiety I'd carried my whole life started to melt away. I trusted her completely. The final warning came last Tuesday, the day before my 28th birthday. The text was different. No friendly advice, just cold, stark fear. Do not go home hard row. Stay at a hotel, I'm begging you. Ch law. Do not go home. I called her. She didn't answer. I texted. I left voicemails. Radio silence. All day a rock sat in my stomach. Was there going to be a fire? Break-in. My mind raced through a dozen horrible scenarios. This was the biggest warning she'd ever given me. I booked a hotel room, my hand shaking as I entered my credit card info. I packed an overnight bag, my eyes darting around the apartment I suddenly felt unsafe in. But as I was about to leave, I looked at a photo on my mantle. Me and Maya, goofy teenagers with bad haircuts. The foundation of our friendship was logic and mutual trust. This wasn't her. This secrecy. This drama. It felt wrong. A wave of anger washed over me. I was tired of being scared. I was going to go to my apartment on my birthday. The next day I worked from a cafe, my phone silent. No happy Brexit text from Maya. Nothing that hurt more than the fear. At 5 p.m. I drove home, my heart pounding with defiance. I unlocked my door, braced for bent. And there she was, sitting on my couch, surrounded by screens, my laptop, her laptop, a tablet. My blood ran cold. One screen showed a live feed from a tiny camera pointed at my front door. Another had my work emails open. A third was logged into my bank account. She wasn't psychic. She had hacked my entire life. She'd put a keylogger on my computer, hidden cameras in my apartment, and spoofed my phone's GPS. She knew about the contaminated milk because she read the cafe's internal health report she'd hacked. She knew about the Hinge guy because I read his text to his ex. After breaking into his social media, the car accident she helped me avoid, she had tracked a drunk driver through his public posts and knew his route home intersected with mine. She looked at me, her eyes wide and pleading. I had to protect you, she whispered. You are too trusting. The world is dangerous. It wasn't to protect me from a fire or a burglar. It was to keep me from finding her. It was the only future she couldn't predict and the one thing she couldn't control, me walking through my own front door.